Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me. I am really excited about this little YouTube channel. I wanted to just take a few minutes away from the actual classes that would just be dedicated to sharing with you a little bit of background on this yoga and the intention behind it, maybe help you better understand what's happening to you while you're participating. Maybe you've already felt pretty weird and wild shifts within yourself. So this is a Kundalini awakening yoga style, and it's largely based on the traditional teachings of Kundalini yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. And this yoga is a very powerful form of yoga in that it was really brought to the West as a technology or yoga science that would bring about massive shifts in our mind-body system by actively repatterning and structuring new neural pathways to optimize our lives. So in basic terms, we're taking your nervous system from the basic operating system that everybody's born with. Well, that is no longer serving us anymore. It's outdated and it needs to be upgraded. And so we upgrade it to the new 2.0 version that's better able to function in this super lightning fast-paced world that we're living in. So whether it be stress from raising our families or running our businesses or doing both of those things at the same time, or being exposed to environmental pollution and the 5G that's coming. If we commit to a daily practice of this yoga technology / science, we will be able to respond in a more functional, optimized way, physiologically and emotionally. From an energetic standpoint, this yoga accesses the Kundalini energy inside all of us. Kundalini energy, what is that? Well, it's the prana. It's the life force energy, and it's in all of us. It's dormant inside of us, and this yoga awakens it, and it pulls it up the spine through the 7 major energy centers and connects us with our higher consciousness, our higher selves. And so awakening this energy that's been asleep at the base of your spine, it releases your creative power. And when you use this energy to align yourself with your infinite self, your higher consciousness, you essentially are turning on the power switch to completely light up your energetic body and truly experience your authentic self and discover your true purpose here in this life. You can manifest the abundant life that you deserve. So there's 3 elements to this yoga technology, and the first one, very clearly, the physical body. Physical exercises. The Kundalini yoga is unique in that it works fast, and people often say it's a fast practice, and we're talking about sort of the pathway to enlightenment here. And sometimes people are warned that this fast practice, the quickness and efficiency of this yoga can be harmful and painful. But, well, it is fast, but actually the beauty of Kundalini yoga is the fact that it uses the vitality and strength and power of the body to move energy through our mind-body system and through the new neural pathways we are creating. Yeah, so there's no postures here. There's, nothing to learn or aspire to. Instead, we use simple movements and we repeat them a certain number of times or for a certain duration. And as we are doing this, we begin to set new behaviors or patterns along these new neural pathways so we can release and move away from those thought patterns and habits, behaviors that we used before to self-soothe or cope in dysfunctional ways, whether it be reaching for the ice cream after being triggered by a breakup, or scrolling mindlessly through social media so you can numb yourself from feeling the stress and anxiety of work. We've all been there. So the third element would be the mantra chant, or I'm sorry, this is the second. The second would be chanting mantra. And this is the sound aspect of the yoga science. And this is a deep topic with many, many, many layers. But the basic premise here is that we use mantra to create sound current vibrations that also change your brain chemistry and change your neurology. So the mantras are just simple seed sounds, syllabic sounds, and the translation isn't what's important. I think people they have a fear of the chanting because they think it might be against their religion that they were raised in, or it's blasphemous. They don't trust it. Well, actually the Gurmukhi language, which these mantras are based in, it really borrows from Hebrew, Aramaic, Sufism, Sanskrit, and the meanings are truly all good things like divine, truth, knowing, creation. So, it really goes across all religions, all beliefs. And what's important here, what really is the key, is the intention behind the sound. And so when I say that, the best example I can give you is think about what you are vibrating with your voice, with the sound of your voice all day. Are you complaining most of the time? Maybe you're gossiping, or maybe you're speaking in angry tones or victimized tones. So to counter this constant negativity that we surround ourselves with our own voice, we can come to yoga and we can chant and we can create loving vibratory sounds to pair with the physical exercises and raise the frequency of our energetic field. So another equally important aspect is that you understand that when you're chanting, that sound that's coming out, that is you. Your sound is you. It is representative of you and your power. And so when people say they don't like the sound of their voice, they don't like to hear it, that's really being very harsh, and it's revealing something about that person and how they feel about themselves. So chanting mantra is another way you discover and unleash your true power here. And so the third element, of course, is the breath work. And across all yoga styles, meditative practices, is the importance of breath. And when you command your breath, you command your life. Think about it. When you're panicked or scared, the first thing that you're told to do is take a deep breath, or calm down, take a breath. I say that to my kids all the time. But by taking control and harnessing your breath, you're taking command over the nervous system, over the fight or flight, endocrine secretions, and reclaiming your power to choose how you emotionally respond to triggers. So I guess in a nutshell, that is what I wanted to share, and that is what's happening in this very unique style of yoga. And it's not easy. And that challenging aspect of it, again, is intentional. If you are feeling angry or frustrated and agitated and irritated with me, then you're probably right where you're supposed to be. This yoga is designed to trigger your ego. So it pushes your buttons and it sheds light on all your inner demons, all those little voices that tell you to quit, it's too hard, it hurts, or just leave, run away, just leave this place, or go hide, don't be seen, don't let them see you. All these voices, all these things, these demons that make it impossible for you to make any progress in any self-development. When you commit to this yoga and you consciously choose to stick it out, to see it through, to say to yourself, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to override that and I'm going to finish this. Then suddenly, in that moment, you move beyond the ego and you move away from victimization. And that is truly, I think, the Kundalini awakening that so many people are searching for. So I hope this is helpful information for you, and I hope that you join me on the mat